One of the things that blows people's minds when they're first getting into the frequent flyer mile hobby is the notion of transferable points. You don't have to earn points specifically into one frequent flyer or loyalty program. There are a number of points currencies that can be transferred to a bunch of them and to a bunch of really valuable ones, which are great for premium redemptions like first class and business class on long haul flights and lie flat in seats with lie flat beds and caviar service and champagne and fine dining in flight. So the notion of transfer partners doesn't quite connect with a lot of people. They may even have these points. They may have, for example, American Express membership rewards points, which I'm going to be talking about in this video, but they don't know that they can do better than redeeming them for 1 penny per point through the American Express travel agency portal. Fucking Charlie horse. They don't realize they can do better than a penny a point redeemed through the American Express travel portal. About the only thing that's good for is the fact that you can get actual miles back from your travel purchase, since it's technically a revenue purchase. You're not paying cash, you're paying points, but since it's treated the same way on the side of the airline, they'll give you your miles back for being a frequent flyer, a frequent user. But so many of these mileage programs have transferred over to a revenue system rather than a distance system, which, long story short, just means you get fewer miles back. So there really is a lot of value to transferring to these other partners because their reward charts are usually really lucrative. They can be valuable for economy redemptions. You can just make a lot of them because it's easy to earn these points very quickly. Usually you get better than 1 point per dollar spent, unlike other airline cards. You can get 1.5 points per dollar, 2 points per dollar, 3, 4.5, even 5 points per dollar on some of these American Express membership rewards cards in their membership rewards ecosystem. And then once you've earned those miles that quickly, you can transfer them into these programs. Some people may have signed up, for example, for the Delta Sky Miles credit cards, earned a bunch of Delta miles as sign-up bonuses, and then once they had redeemed them over the course of a couple of years, they're like, well, that was fun. I guess I'm stuck with these cards now, paying the annual fees and spending on them, and hopefully in 10 years I'll earn enough from spending at 1 point per dollar in order to get another flight, or I spend a shit ton of money on Delta flights and get miles back that way, and I'll get another free flight. What they don't realize is they could rack up membership rewards points with sign-up bonuses and bonus spending categories really quickly and then transfer them one-to-one to Delta frequent flyer miles, to Delta Sky Miles. Or you could transfer them into even more valuable points currencies that have better reward charts on Delta itself. You can fly Delta for even less points than if you redeem Sky Miles. And I'll show you how to do that in some other videos. But for the time being, let's dig into this notion of transferable points, because if you've never seen this happen in front of you, it can be daunting to wrap your head around it. So seeing this happen in front of you, I think will give you a lot more confidence to trust your spend and get the sign-up bonuses from the business and personal gold and platinum cards, the AMEX Everyday Preferred, or the AMEX Blue Business Plus card. So let's dive in. We're going to americanexpress.com. I'm logging in. Alright, here's my membership rewards points. I'm going to click on Explore Rewards. This is my balance for all my cards that earn membership rewards, by the way. If I clicked onto my Everyday Preferred or my Blue Business Plus, it would show the same balance. So this isn't just the gold card. I need to cancel that gold card, actually. It's an old version of the gold card, and I don't think I'm going to upgrade, but that's another video that I'm going to talk about that. Alright, so we're here in Rewards. You can click on this tab for rewards as well. Rewards built for you. That's so nice. This is going to take a minute to load, but we've got book or upgrade travel, which if you click on this, you can use American Express just like Expedia or cheap tickets and search for flights in cars and then redeem your membership rewards points at 1 penny per point. Or if you have the platinum business card, you can get a refund of points. I think it's 33%. So you'll get a little more value out of your 1 penny per point membership rewards. But the real value here is transfer points. See this little arrow? This is transfer points, and this is how we do what I described. Now, it's highlighting right up at the top. Special offer. With Virgin Atlantic Flying Club and Air Canada Aeroplan, they're offering a 30% bonus on Virgin Atlantic Flying Club transfers and a 10% bonus on Air Canada Aeroplan transfers. As you can see, it spells it out for you. 1,000 points transfers into 1,300 Flying Club miles. 1,000 points transfers into 1,100 Aeroplan miles. This is great to take advantage of. This is how I got an already lucrative redemption on ANA First Class for even more, for 30% less, or whatever the opposite of 30% less is. It was 93,000 membership rewards points transferred into Virgin Atlantic Flying Club for round trip, first class on ANA with a lie flat bed, champagne and caviar, a $22,000 plane ticket. I'd spent $260 out of pocket, plus 93,000 membership rewards points. This redemption would price out at 220,000 miles from United, albeit with a little extra in surcharges and fees, but still a great value, plus the annual fees on my credit cards that I keep, but still $22,000 plane ticket. This is a very lucrative offer. But this isn't the only transfer partner option that we have. These are just the ones that are running specials. Let's click View All. Here's my point balance to remind me. Here are the loyalty programs that I already have uploaded. I can choose to delink them, but these are already linked. My offer reminders are here. But these are all of the frequent flyer mile programs that I have linked. As you see, Delta, Etihad Guest, Singapore Chris Flyer, Aero Mexico, Air Canada Aeroplan, Air France KLM Flying Blue, All Nippon Airways, that's ANA, Virgin Atlantic Flying Club. Here are different programs that I could link. I haven't linked them yet, but let's go ahead and link them. Do I have an Avianca number? I don't think I do. I need to get one. Avianca is really valuable for redeeming on United. Remember, it's Star Alliance and they have their own award charts, so I could redeem a United flight with Avianca miles for even less. And the way I get Avianca miles is if I transfer them from AMEX points. I don't have to fly Avianca with cash tickets or have the Avianca credit card. What's one that I already have? Iberia I have, so let's click on this. I don't have an Iberia account linked. So these are little extra steps. They want to confirm that you actually have the card that you're saying you have. And now I get to enter my Iberia account number. Where is it? There it is. There's a little IB number. I don't know if I need it. I don't think I do. Oh, it's saying this shit's incorrect. Bear with me. That's what it is, fucker. Link account. All right, that time it worked. I must have typed it in wrong. All right, so now my Iberia Plus account is linked. I can continue to transfer points. And here's the transfer points screen I get. I could enter a value. It has to be in denominations of 1,000. And this tells me that I get 1,000 Iberia Avios from that transfer, 1-to-1. And Iberia Avios are worth more than 1 penny. So already my membership rewards points are worth more than if I redeem them through the AMEX travel portal. Let's just go back to the transfer page. You gotta accept terms and conditions and click confirm and transfer points to finish. I don't actually want to make this transfer at the moment, so let's back up. Let's just see what it looks like if we're using one that has a bonus. For example, Virgin Atlantic Flying Club. 30% is a great bonus. I did that with Air France. British Airways has one going with Chase Ultimate Rewards. City Thank You points are offering a 30% bonus on Virgin Atlantic Flying Club. These happen all the time in American Express membership rewards and City Thank You points. In fact, that's one of the only circumstances under which I will do a transfer. In some ways, it dictates the places that I travel. But I have such a long bucket list that I was very happy to move Japan up a few levels to get that first class ticket. All right, come on, buddy. Transfer points. All right. My account is already linked, so I didn't have to go through that fucking rigmarole, but let's enter 1,000 points. And it gives me the value of 1,300 points back because of that 30% bonus. It automatically populates, which is super fucking cool. If I wanted to transfer 50,000 points, there it is, 65,000 points. I love that it shows you that. It shows you how much you're getting, because sometimes you're pricing out these award flights before you even transferred the points. Now, once you click confirm and transfer points, theoretically, these are instantaneous transfers. They process right away and they should show up right away. In practice, sometimes you need to wait a few minutes. You might need to refresh the page on which you're searching the flights because you looked up award flights before you even had the points transferred yet. If you're calling on the phone, you might need to put your award pricing, if you're calling on the phone to Virgin Atlantic, for example, which you might have to do because sometimes they don't show certain award availability on their website, then you might have to ask them to put your award reservation on a 24-hour hold. You can also do 24-hour holds online, say hold my itinerary, and get the points transferred. Sometimes you might need to log out and log back in, and some transfers could take up to 24 to 48 hours if it's the first time, but you should be able to ask for an extension on that 24-hour hold. It takes a little bit of an extra step, but it's a small price to pay to get a ridiculous value out of your American Express membership rewards, and this is how you do it, by transferring to travel partners and taking advantage of the sweet spots on their reward charts that will get you around the world for minimal points and minimal dollars out of pocket. We're talking free airfare in first class, business class, premium economy, or regular economy if you just want to travel all the fucking time and never have your points run out. This is the way to do it. So Amex membership rewards, travel partners. I don't know what the fuck that means. All right, I'm leaving.